of back-to-back-to-back winning trades. Now let's follow along here and let's show you guys how this Russell worked out here. Now this is at 10:20. Remember, we had no news today, right? Nothing as far as news today goes. Okay, so we come up, we're going to test the high of day here, right? There's my high of day. We're going to bounce off that high, reverse the short-term trend, right? Slope my trigger line pointing down. So now I'm trending down. We're going to hit support here, right? There's support. Support here at 94.4. Okay, so I got support 94.4. I'm going to look for a two-step bounce. We never got that two-step though because momentum wasn't pointing up. Okay, so no two-step bounce, right? We expect to see the bounce off that support. We looked for it, but if you follow me down here, you'll notice momentum was pointing down. So no two-step long. So without the two-step, just like that previous example on the Aussie, we're going to mark up our swing low right here and take a break below the swing low. So now for our two-step never triggers, we take the breaker pattern short, going with the short-term trend. There's my swing low, take the break below the swing low, and there's your breaker pattern short, 94 even. We took 2 off at 4, 2 off at 2, right? 8 plus 4 is 12, 120 USD. Okay, so we got 12 ticks on the first one. And then guys, what I always do is whenever I get bounced out early on a breaker pattern, then look for the re-entry here on the wave pattern. All right, now remember, here's how it's going to work. Okay, here's my level, right? Here's my line. Now I'm going to come down. We're going to break below that level. Give me my swing low, and that swing low, of course, that's going to be my entry for my breaker, right? There's the breaker. Okay, so there's the breaker. Then I'm going to have my trigger line coming over, and my trigger line has to get below that swing low. See that? My swing low is right there, so I've got to get below the swing low. And now what I'll do is I'll take the retracement and look for another re-entry. All right, so I've got 2 entries here. One when I break my swing low, and then assuming that my trigger line gets below that recent swing low, I'll take a second entry for the wave. All right, get the breaker pattern right there. There's the wave pattern. All right, guys, that's exactly what we just did here. So at 10:23 now, 10:23, that's the breaker pattern. Okay, we had to wait for a little bit here, but it was well worth the wait. Another +4, +2. So once we see momentum curl and point back down, there it was right there. Momentum curls and points back down. We're below that swing low level. 93.4 was the fill. +4, 2 off at 4, 2 off at 2, 120 bucks, 12 ticks. Okay, so at this point now, we're now up 24 ticks on 2 back-to-back scalps. All right, but then all of a sudden, what do we see? Momentum shifts and the price begins to reverse. So it bounces off support. We start seeing the price begin to rise again. We break back above overhead resistance, mark up my swing high, break above that swing high, and there's your breaker pattern long, 1034. We took 2 off at 4. Now this one gave us a little bit more of a bounce, right? A little bit more move. 2 off at 4, 1 off at 6. Now notice this is usually +8. Okay, but this is called the 3-strike rule. Okay, 3-strike rule. And the 3-strike rule says if I see my target tested but not filled once, twice, 3 times, I'll then move that target down to get it filled. So I moved my second target from +8 to +6 when I saw it slowing down, tested it once, twice, 3 times. So I filled my second target at +6 and then got bounced out at +3. All right, guys? So it's 2 off at 4, 1 off at 6, 1 off at 3, 17 ticks or 170 USD. All right, guys? So now we've got 41 ticks. We took 12, the first breaker short, another 12, the wave short, and now the reversal here, the breaker pattern long, another 17 ticks. Not a bad way to finish up on the Russell. And then we had one more trade here, guys. We were over 100 ticks at that point, but we had one more trade here, and it was well worth the wait, guys. Now take a look at this, guys. Another great example of everything we teach in the room. Guys, this really was a culmination of everything we teach in the room. What a great example. Now notice up top, we've got 2 high of days. We've got the previous, right, and we've got today's high of day. Okay, so we had a convergence right here of 2 high of days, right? That's like a brick wall, right? A brick wall of resistance pushing this price down. But what else do we see? Remember we talked about that 1 tick higher high? Well, that's exactly what that looks like. Now this, of course, is much more than 1 tick. It's about 9 ticks. But guys, what I mean by a one tick higher high is it doesn't get very far, right? It really can't break that high. Okay, so a good example there, one tick higher high, 2 overhead levels of resistance. Guys, if this isn't screaming short me, I don't know what is. So here we are, 11 o'clock now, on the crude. This is the 810 contract on crude. And of course, a 2-step reversal off the high of day. 76 was the fill. We took 2 off at +4, 1 off at +8, and then we trailed our stop, locking in 26 more ticks, guys. 2 off at 4 is 8, 8, 16, 26, that's 42, or 420 USD. Now, one of the things I'm most proud about here is, though, as you can see, right around this area here, we did a great job of reading tape. Because what happened here was there was a trigger line here, right? We had some support here, if you guys recall, at 63, 64. So around 63s here, we had support. And so what we did was we read the tape, right? Read your tape. And what did we see? We saw speed increasing. We saw big sellers. Okay, big sellers, speed increasing, momentum was still pointed down on my 13 range, right? Use your 13 range or your 21 range momentum as your guide. Okay, if momentum is still pointing down, hold that trade. So we held the trade, momentum is still pointing down. We had good speed, good size at 63s. Right? If I see big sellers come in at 63s, guys, I want to hold this thing, and I did all the way down, and we took it off at 50 here. And you can see we literally grabbed almost every tick of that move. Right? In short from 76, we come all the way down to 50s here, and then you can see price then bounced and reversed back to the upside. Right? So we grabbed pretty much every single tick out of this move all the way down. And what really helped us to maximize this trade was that we knew how to read tape, right? Use your tape reading skills, look for those big sellers, increasing speed, momentum confirming to hold that trade through, right? Don't just jump out early. All right, guys? Looking good, looking good. So total up, 146 ticks, 1460. Doesn't matter what you were trading, scalps, day trades, position trades, guys, they all worked out wonderfully today. Let's prep for tomorrow. Now, we had a holiday on Monday. Okay, Monday the markets were closed. So you'll see we have crude inventories tomorrow on Thursday, right? 8:30 jobless claims are expected on Thursdays. 10:30 nat gas inventories are expected on Thursdays. But we get a new addition tomorrow. 11 o'clock we have crude inventories. Okay, those are usually Wednesdays. Okay, but of course with the holiday on Monday, right, we push it back a day. Okay, and then of course tomorrow we have our special webinar. All right, not to worry, guys, we're open all week this week. All right, open all week this week. All right, guys, so we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. We had a wonderful members training today. We went over a bunch more information, guys, in our members only training today. So good job to all the members out there. Don't forget, Trade Room opens up tomorrow at 7:45. We do webinars every day at 11:30, guys. We're always answering questions. We're always doing new topics in our Trade Room. Come in every day, 7:45. Get prepared for the day ahead. Every day at 11:30 a.m., okay, Eastern time, of course, we'll do webinars. And don't forget, the beginner's course is perfect for all of our trial guests. The beginner's course will show you guys exactly what you need to know to trade along with us in the live trade room. Then the advanced course will show you how to use that knowledge to make money with us. All right, guys? If at any time you want more information, just drop us an email, sales@schooltrade.com, and we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow back in our live trade room. Right now, 8 out of the last 14 days, over 100 ticks in the room, guys. We're going to keep it up tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow, though, guys. 7:45 a.m. We'll see you guys then. Great job today. Bye-bye for now.